So the option C, Aristotle is the father of biology. Let us move on. Which one of the following is a population? Or we can also be prior to answering this question, you must know the definition of population. Then only you can understand this. Population means it is a group of species which are living in a particular geographical area in a given period of time. Group of particular type of species which are living in a particular geographical area in a given time and which have the capacity to interbreed among themselves. This will be the definition of the population. Now let us see. The first option is a spider and some trapped flies in its web. Spider is there and some trapped flies are there in the web. Can we say is it a population? No, because population is a group of specific type of species. For example, human species. Human being is a population. All the human beings who are living together make up the population. Like so, here spider and trapped flies are mixed up. Therefore, it is not. Earthworm that lives in a grassland with arthropods. Arthropods are different types of organisms. Along with that, earthworm is also living over there. Then it is not. It is also not because there are different many types of species living. So we cannot say it is a population. All the plants in a forest, can we say it is a population? No. Again, there are many species, lots of species are there in the forest. Different types of species of plants will be there in the forest. Therefore, different types of organisms will be there in the forest. Therefore, we cannot say it is a population. Now, let us see the D option. All the oak trees in a forest, can we say population? Yes, because there may be thousands of different types of population, plant population may be there. Plants may be there, but out of that, only we are taking into account of oak trees which are living in the forest. For example, in a colony, we can find plants, cat, rat, dog, human being. But it cannot be population. We refer only specific type. For example, human being population who are living in a particular colony. Means we will take into account only human being. So all oak trees in a forest will be the right option. And let us see what the yes, it is the all the oak trees in a forest is the right answer. When do we celebrate World Environment Day? World Environment Day is celebrated on dash. As you all know, we are very familiar, but still let us see what is being celebrated on 3rd March. First option is 3rd March. Second option is 8th March. Third option is 22nd March. And fourth option is 5th June. What do we celebrate on 3rd March? What is the importance of 3rd March? It is World Wildlife Day. It's not World Environment Day, but it is World Wildlife Day. When it comes to the 8th of March, 8th March is International Women's Day. It's also not the World Environment Day, it is International Women's Day. And C option is 22nd March. 22nd March is World Water Day. So option D obviously will be the right answer. We are very familiar also. World Environment Day is observed on 5th of June every year. So let us check the answer. Yes, it is 5th June. Moving to the next question. Some organisms resemble other organisms and thus escape from enemies. Some organisms resemble other organisms and thus escape from enemies. This phenomena is known as, this is called what? Homology, variation, analogy, mimicry. Again, you can guess the answer. Homology, state of having the same or similar relation or structure. Not concerned with the escaping the enemy, animals from the enemies. Variation is the differences in characteristics between the individuals of the same species. There will be variation in the species. That is also not concerned with the question, because the organisms resemble same to escape from the enemies. Analogy is opposite to the homology. Analogy, we say similar in function but different in origin. So take for example, four limbs of man, that like that. Similar origin, but function is different. Like that analogy. That is also not concerned with this question. So mimicry. Mimicry means resemblance. Garden lizard is one of the type of mimicry. Organism that undergo mimicry means when it is living on the grass, when it is staying on the grass, it turns its color into green so that to escape from the enemies, so the enemies will not identify. The enemies will not be identifying the lizard. When it is there on the bark of the tree, it turns into brown color, but the bark of the tree is having, so that the enemies must not identify. That is one of the phenomena called the mimicry. So the option will be the mimicry. Let us check the answer. It is the mimicry for the right answer. A high density of elephant population in an area can result. Many elephants are there in the particular area. A high density of elephant population in an area can result what? In particular area, in a given particular area, many elephants are there. What happens? Is it called the mutualism? Where is the animal will get benefited? May not be, because when all the animals are living together in a particular place, there will be scarcity of food, water. Remember, they fight for each other. Competition increases, but not the mutualism. One will not give food for the others. Instead, there the competition increases. All the elephants will vanish off one day because of the scarcity of food, water, and other things. So it is not the mutualism. Intraspecific competition. There are two terms which will come here: interspecific competition and intraspecific competition. Interspecific competition is a type of competition within the organisms. Interspecific competition means between the organisms, the competition between the organisms. So C option is interspecific competition. D option is predation on one another. Predation on one another. It is not predation on one another. They each will eat. No, because all elephants, each elephant will not be eaten. The elephant will not eat another elephant. That may not be there. So let us check the answer. Hopefully it will be the B option. Because intraspecific competition means within the same species, the competition that takes place because of the food, water. Interspecific competition means between the two species, the competition takes place. So it is because all the animals are elephant, which are living in particular place. That means within the elephant only the competition increases for food, water, shelter. Therefore, within the elephant only the competition increases. Therefore, it is intraspecific competition. The next question will be, who is considered as the father of ecology in India? Who is considered as the father of ecology in India? Is it J.C. Bose? Is it Birbal Shani? Is it Ramdev Mishra? Is it Charles Darwin? One option we can omit it off because Charles Darwin is not from India. Jagadish Chandra Bose is from India, Birbal Saini is from India, Ramdev Mishra is from India. So one option has gone off. Out of three, first one is J.C. Bose. As we all are familiar, Jagadish Chandra Bose is the plant physiologist. He is a person who has shown that the plant is also having the life, that we must remember. So he is a plant physiologist. He is not a ecologist. And when you take the Birbal Saini, he is a paleobotanist. Paleobotanist he is. Therefore, it is not considered the father of ecology. And Ramdev Mishra is the third option, which will be the right answer, who is considered as father of ecology in India. And the next question is, the carrying capacity of a population is determined by its dash. What is carrying capacity? As we all know, when we are studying the growth models, exponential growth curve and a logistic growth curve. In those two, in the logistic growth curve, when it is moving, population increases. At one time, what happens? The population remains static. That the population remaining static position is called the carrying capacity, represented with K in the graph. We all know. So the static population that remains is called the carrying capacity. That means the environment can hold the maximum number of population. It's called carrying capacity. Is it birth rate? No. Is it death rate? No. Is it limiting resources? Is it reproductive status? The carrying capacity of population is determined by number of birth. If number of birth increases, number of death, it does suddenly decreases. Limiting the resource? Yes. Carrying capacity occurs when the resources becomes limited. When resources are limited, the population remains static. Therefore, limiting the resources is the option which is correct for the carrying capacity. The carrying capacity of a population is determined by its limiting resources. Reproductive status, no, it is not. So, more appropriate answer will be the C. Let us check the answer. It is limiting the resources. So, today we have discussed some of the questions, and the rest in the further classes we will discuss about the rest of the questions. Thank you.